Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Dive right into some TA. I know everyone's asking what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin shot up to just under $95,000, aligning perfectly with our support and resistance levels. We did not change this chart, right? And when we see this, we see it shoots right back up to about just under 95K and then resumes this pullback that we're seeing on the daily time frame, making a new low, which is right under 83,000. We got the wick, but we actually right now we're closing below 83,000. We'll see how the daily candle closes as we proceed towards $74,000. Why do we have 74? If we zoom out a little bit, we can see that's the first point. We got at least 2 touches. You can even easily potentially say 3 touches to this level. That is the next level of support. People don't want to hear that, right? We had a crazy news on Sunday with the U.S. crypto strategic reserve, and we shot up. We had a ton of bullish momentum. Now to pull back because people are still fearful despite what we know is coming. We see here crypto fear greed. We see it's at 24, right? So despite the news that we would beg for back in the day that would literally change everything, people are still fearful. People still have uncertainty in the markets in spite of everything that's going on. And one thing I want to paint a picture of, I found this TA I agreed with completely. Posted it on X, and if we take a look here, you can see comparing 2020 to 2025. All right, this is the world we live in right now. All right, we have the data to give us high probabilities of what we could expect. Right, of course, nothing's guaranteed, but we see what happened similarly in 2020. The odds of that happening again in 2025 are looking pretty good. Not perfect, not a perfect head and shoulders on the pullback, but you can see the ranges are pretty much the same. Okay, so definitely some TA that I found that I thought aligned with the Bitcoin CME futures chart on the daily time frame. Definitely something to look at. And to be honest with you, I don't understand how people are selling right now. I don't understand it. And there's a ton of bullish news out there. Of course, we didn't make money overnight, right? And I don't think anyone really does without a whole lot of risk in the crypto space. It does happen, of course, few and far between, but there's a ton of opportunity. And if you guys are hodling through these swings, right? We call it swings, and we also call it volatility. There's upside. There's so much upside potential in this volatility. But we see here what happened in 2020. This is what happens in 2025. And guys, I think we're even in a better position than 2020 because we actually have pro crypto across the globe, governments and high profile people and investors and hedge funds and private equity, right? And we have ETFs that are bullish and pro crypto now. In 2020, we didn't have that. So see what we're having here in 2025. I think sky's the limit. You can see we went from $9,000, just over 9,000 to well over $20,000, guys, in the 2020 year. All right, 2025, we're pulling back, right? And right now it's looking like we're going to stay within this range, $74,000 to $85,000 range. The upside potential is huge. So people calling 250 still, I get it because the data supports that. And we're in a pro crypto environment now where crypto is being embraced at all levels. We're not just the lost sheep now where we're fighting, telling you guys, hey, it's legit. This is next generation tech. No, it's happening now with or without us. And despite the price pullbacks, the time is now. So taking a look here at some news with Hedera, guys. Hedera ETF, NASDAQ moves to list Grayscale Hedera ETF HBAR, guys. You guys heard us talk about HBAR on Sunday when it came out that the handful of cryptocurrencies that are going to be in the crypto US strategic reserve, President Trump did say others will be a part of that. We believe HBAR is going to be one of those. Okay. And like I said, everyone's talking about, if you still have time, we still believe this is the greatest opportunity of people's lifetimes to change their family tree, to really create generational wealth with crypto, create financial freedom. Because if you miss XRP under $1, right? If you miss Bitcoin under 100 grand, if you miss Cardano under $1, right? You have opportunities in front of you through high probability cryptocurrencies, aka altcoins. If you don't want to do Bitcoin, altcoins will make you far more money, far more gains, far more profit than Bitcoin will. Now the goal is to accumulate more Bitcoin, right? Ultimately, Bitcoin is king. We know that. We know Bitcoin, the scarcity, it's finite, right? It's divisible. It's pretty much real estate 2.0. Altcoins have far greater gain potential ultimately to get you more Bitcoin, right? And so we're seeing that, and people are wondering where we're at, right? There's opportunity in front of us. I do believe that there's still time to accumulate quality projects. Hedera is one of those projects. Take a look here. The exchange officially filed a 19B4 form with the SEC to list and trade the Grayscale Hedera HBAR ETF. If approved, this will mark another milestone for crypto adoption in traditional finance. Grayscale seeks Hedera ETF approval. Grayscale is one of the biggest names in crypto asset management. The firm already runs several digital asset investment products, including its popular Bitcoin ETF. Now it wants to offer ETF tied to HBAR. It's a blockchain network known for speed, security, low-cost transactions. Guys, the writing's on the wall. Like, everyone was talking about the insider trading with government officials and all that. Everything is public for you right now. The reason why those people did not want crypto to be adopted, because now you have the information and you can just buy it yourself. There's no roadblock for you to get into crypto. Okay. There's very little, if there is any. There's very little. You have this information. You know what's coming with Hedera. All right. Hedera is currently sitting at, if we look at CoinMarketCap, Hedera is currently sitting at about 20 cents or so. If we scroll down here, I think it's still top 15. Yep. Number 12. It's currently sitting at 23 cents, guys. Currently sitting at 23 cents. All right. So that's the information you have in front of you. You can dive in, read the white paper, see, you already know it's partnered with all the top companies, Google, IBM. You have this information. Okay. What do you think is going to happen to HBAR when we really kick into the super cycle? And that's not financial advice. That's just what we're seeing right here. All right. So here it's saying here, buying, selling HBAR through an ETF will make things easy as pie without hassling of setting up crypto wallet or dealing with exchanges. So they're pretty much selling you on the ETF. Guys, there's nothing wrong with ETFs. I get it. It's for adoption, especially for, the baby boomers and people that are older that don't want to deal with exchanges. For those of you that are younger, it may make sense to just buy spot, which is pretty much buy the asset yourself and store it yourself without having to pay the ETF fees, right? But either way, there's more ways to win. It's going to flood the market. It's good for crypto. I get it. So we have a ton of momentum right now, right? With all these ETFs being filed, and just pay attention to what's being filed, right? So what an ETF is, you guys don't know. I know most of you guys probably know by now. The ETF is almost like a 401k or a fund to allow people to invest without them actually buying the coin themselves. They buy it, essentially allowing hedge funds to buy it, putting up their money, right? And their money is going to be tied to the performance of the crypto ETF that they buy. So in this example, or what's happening right now, HBAR ETF, everyone that invests in this HBAR ETF are going to reap the rewards potentially of when HBAR appreciates in price. When HBAR goes up, this fund will allow everyone to benefit and profit from Hedera. Okay, so this is exciting, guys. It's coming. We see Bitwise followed a spot Dogecoin ETF with the New York Stock Exchange, bringing the popular meme coin into the world of traditional finance. Like, this is happening, guys. This is happening with or without you or me. It's happening. So you have this information, right? This is the information you have, right? And for whatever reason, people still do not act on the information at hand. For whatever reason, people are still fearful. You can see it on Crypto Fear Greed. People are waiting on the sidelines because they think it's going to go lower. Guys, what difference does it make if HBAR drops 10% or 20%? If 200, 300, 400, 500% gains are possible? Okay, the risk to reward ratio, right? I have HBAR going to $3 to $5, right? Conservatively, we can say 1 to 3. All right, I think a 3 to 5 is possible. Conservatively, I can say a $1 to $3 HBAR is what I see. I think HBAR will perform like Cardano. You've heard me say this before, like Cardano did previously. Okay, so with that being said, the writing's on the wall. You have the information that this came out. This is huge news, but it's not moving like it used to just because of the climate, right? These big swings that people aren't used to. So imagine getting into crypto, right? You get into crypto, you just get in, you're excited. You see this 10% gain in a project, and then all of a sudden you're down 40%, right? Right? And what'll happen is they'll get down 40%. Oh no, I'm about to lose my money, and they'll sell for a loss. And then the Supercycle kicks in and it goes 300% in the positive direction, right? Plus 300%. And essentially they missed out on the opportunity to get in at the wrong time. And it goes up maybe 5% more, and then it tanks down and they're in the same cycle again, selling for a loss, right? The value isn't hodling through all of this. And hold on for dear life for those of you that are new to crypto. That's what hodl means. Or you can just say hold, right? Be regular. Don't be like us crypto people, right? But the value is that we have this information here. This is the information we have. All right. ETFs are here. There are some people that just invest in crypto that are moving towards ETFs, right? And so even that, there's going to be value in that. And that's a good play. There's so many ways to win, but do your own research because the writing's on the wall. We have charts like this, right? That are showing us what's happened in the past. So give us history may not necessarily repeat itself all the time, but we see that it rhymes. We see this time and time again, looking at the historicals. And based off what we see, I think we're in to see one of the greatest crypto bull runs we've ever seen. And it has to be that way. Like, how does it not happen that way with the climate now? Right? With the climate, we have a US pro crypto president. We have countries all over the world that are investing in crypto, right? And stockpiling Bitcoin as well. Because best believe US says they're stockpiling crypto. Other countries are going to stockpile it as well. I don't get this notion that people are saying, oh, well, it should only be Bitcoin, or we're just going to venture off and do some random altcoin instead. Like no one's taking that risk. People are following what America does. And you can see not too many countries doubled down on Bitcoin until America made that decision. Like some may have been doing it silently, but very conservatively. But for the most part, publicly, it started with the U.S. making that decision to be pro crypto. And once that changed, everything, the whole climate changed, which is going to line up for us to see a bull run that we've never seen before. So this pullback does not scare me. I know you guys were asking me for the TA, right? And we look at the TA real quick for you guys. I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned. A pullback is healthy. I'm not concerned at all. We go to the weekly time frame. We see it's a pullback. We see the same pullback back here in the beginning of 2024 for the most part. Like it spiked up a little bit towards the halfway point of 2024, but we see pullbacks as well, which happen, right? This happens here. We saw this pullback only to break, right? And the same thing could be said here, a pullback. Not too much we can measure because we didn't get a ton of breaks in structure, but a pullback, it's normal. This looks like basic market structure. We can see comes up, pulls back, comes up, pull back to go, right? Similar. I try to keep it as simple as possible for you guys. You guys can see the price point here. So I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed by a pullback. I know what's coming. We've been through this before. We've been in crypto since 2017. We know what's coming. And this is the opportunity of a lifetime, in our opinion, and we're going to stick by that. So this is the chart, guys. This is the TA that we're looking at, keeping it very clean, very simple. Not too worried about it. Daily time frame is more clean for you guys to see. And you know, for us, there's nothing really concerning. Like a pullback to about 74, 75 is okay. Right, it's a good time to scoop up projects you see on CoinMarketCap. It'll be a good time to scroll down and see some sales. Right, so we're in the fear. You guys know our criteria. We're in the fear zone, and then we also have projects that are having red days or red 24 hours. Cardano, great time, great buy. Dogecoin's down to 19 cents. You guys that I still don't hold Dogecoin. For some reason I cannot buy Dogecoin because I missed out on it when it was under a penny. I just can't bring myself to buy it. But you know, it's one of those things. You know, Dogecoin is going to be around one form or another. H bar, 23 cents. Never really exploded, right? We've been talking about H bar since 4 cents. You guys know that. Very excited there. Stellar down to 28 cents. It's not red for it's almost red for the week. So huge opportunity. Avalanche under $20. Just a ton of opportunity, guys. Do your homework. Read some white papers, guys. Make an educated decision. Do your own research. But guys, we're accumulating, and we're accumulating heavy, guys. Heavy. So this is the opportunity in front of you guys, and I think people are not excited enough about the opportunity to accumulate with more information. Back in the day, like to invest in like Google or Dell, back in the day, like nobody knew. Like not too many people knew. You had to be inside. You had to be at the right table, right? The information's out here and you can buy it yourself. Right. And that may be a reason it took to this point to build a pro crypto environment, because the people that made their money from the legacy system don't want you to be able to escape the rat race, be able to get that financial freedom and hold your money yourself. You think about it. You get out of the banking system, right? Because you can self-custody. You get out of the banking system and you can hold your crypto yourself, right? Not only get out of the banking system, you can make life and record and have life on your own terms, right? So do people really want you to win? Like, think about it. The ones that are saying, no, don't invest in crypto, the Peter Schiffs of the world. No, don't invest in crypto. Crypto, no, don't touch it. Warren Buffett. These guys made their money in the legacy system. Do you really think they want you pulling your money out of the legacy system, being financially free to make your own decisions? That really impacts them. You know, imagine having 1,000 employees at your company that are now able to walk away and live life on their own terms because they invested in crypto, where you can't freeze it. You can't take it from you. You can hold it yourself. It's a win-win for the regular person, right? But then they lose out on you being dedicated to them as an employee, right? Because now they can walk away and follow their passion, right? So that's what's happening. That's what's going to happen. We've seen it happen last bull run. We've seen people walk away. We've seen people do what they want to do. They've seen people buy real estate, which is what we were able to do, right? And build that infrastructure that wouldn't have been possible without crypto. And that's what we want to see for you. And that's what we think's coming for sure. And the time to be excited is now. And I know it's hard to be excited when you see red. It's hard to be excited when you see red. We look at CoinMarketCap. We see red all over the place. We see a market cap down 8.19%. But the opportunity is in the red. And that's what's not being talked about enough. The opportunity is in the red. These are the times we get the most excited about, because these are times where there is the most opportunity. So guys, definitely wanted to give you some value here. Hope you got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.